Seated in a windowless Manhattan server room, you execute trades no public market can see. Rows of monitors glow in cold blue light as numbers move too fast to follow. Billions shift hands without a single headline, without alerts, without noise. You click once and a position disappears into silence. No chart reflects it, no retail trader reacts. And that's when it hits you: if no one can see these trades, who's actually controlling the market? You sit at home staring at price charts, watching candles rise and fall, believing everything is transparent and fair. You assume every trade hits the exchange, that supply and demand meet in plain sight. But most retail orders never even reach the exchange. They're routed through market makers, internalized, matched privately before the public ever sees them. You place a trade and feel like part of the system, but you're only interacting with a simplified version designed for visibility, not truth. You trust the chart, you trust the price, but you don't realize you're only seeing the surface. You're not seeing the full game. You step inside a trading floor for the first time and expect chaos, but instead you find silence and precision. Screens display massive orders worth hundreds of millions, sometimes billions, yet none of them execute all at once. Software slices these orders into smaller pieces, spreading them over time to avoid moving the market. Institutions do this because a single large order can shift price instantly. You watch algorithms quietly feed trades into the system, fragment by fragment, hiding true intent. The idea of a perfectly fair market starts to crack. If everything is transparent, why is so much effort spent hiding size? You lean closer, realizing something fundamental: size changes everything. Now you're no longer observing, you're controlling execution systems. VWAP and TWAP algorithms guide your actions, helping you blend trades into average market flow. You manage timing, speed, and distribution, spreading trades across minutes, hours, even entire days. Your role isn't just execution anymore, it's camouflage. Public charts appear smooth and natural, but underneath, massive positions are forming silently. You begin to understand that timing shapes perception, that execution can influence how trends appear. You're not just following the market anymore. You're shaping how it looks. You gain access to a different system, one without visible order books, bids, or asks. This is a dark pool: private trading venues operated by institutions where trades remain hidden before execution. You place an order and it doesn't hit public markets. It waits quietly, matched against another large participant. There's no slippage, no sudden price movement, no attention. You execute volumes that would shake public markets, yet nothing changes on the surface. This is where real size moves, away from visibility, away from noise. You lean back, realizing something undeniable: now you're invisible. You stop waiting for trades and start searching for them. Liquidity here isn't obvious, it's hidden, fragmented across networks. You analyze patterns, track subtle signals, and look for large counterparties. There's no retail flow, only institutions moving massive capital. You learn to interpret execution footprints, timing gaps, partial fills, each one revealing intent. You move carefully, balancing precision with urgency, because too much aggression shifts price, and too little means missed opportunity. Over time, it becomes clear that information isn't equally shared. Some players see more than others. And now, you're one of them. Liquidity isn't found, it's extracted. You begin anticipating moves before they happen. Order flow reveals patterns, not perfectly, but consistently enough. You see accumulation before breakouts, distribution before declines. It's all legal, all based on observable data, yet it gives you an undeniable advantage. You act earlier, exit faster, staying ahead of visible price action. Retail traders react to charts, but you react to intent. That difference changes everything. Still, something feels off. The edge you have isn't shared equally. You pause, questioning whether this is simply insight or something more. But you continue, because now you see moves before they exist. Your trades grow larger, influential enough to ripple across sectors and indices. You execute positions that shift supply and demand, not instantly, but inevitably. Markets begin to adjust around you. Prices drift, momentum builds, and other participants follow what you've already started. News comes later, explanations follow afterward, but you were there first. You begin to understand that influence in markets isn't about noise, it's about scale. Slowly, your perspective changes. You stop reacting to markets and start anticipating how markets will react to you. That shift is subtle, but permanent. You don't follow markets anymore. You start noticing the gap more clearly. Retail traders celebrate moves that you saw forming long before. They chase momentum that you helped build quietly. Dark pools were designed to improve efficiency and reduce market impact, but they also reduce transparency. You watch public reactions unfold in real time, knowing they're always slightly behind. Not wrong, just delayed. And that realization grows heavier. The system works, but not equally for everyone. You benefit from it, while questioning it at the same time. The deeper you go, the harder it becomes to ignore. The system was never equal. You now operate across multiple layers: dark pools, public exchanges, derivatives markets, all interconnected. Execution becomes a coordinated strategy rather than a single action. Positions are built across equities, options, and futures, each move supporting another. You're no longer just trading assets, you're managing influence within legal frameworks. Timing becomes strategic, structure becomes power. There's no spotlight, no recognition, only results. You view the system differently now, not as a participant, but as someone shaping its behavior. At some point, the realization becomes unavoidably you've become the system. You try explaining your work to someone outside this world, but the words don't come easily. There are too many layers, too much complexity, too much that can't be said. Confidentiality agreements and industry norms keep everything quiet. You carry knowledge you can't fully share, and it creates distance from others, from normal life, from who you used to be. You think about leaving, but public markets feel incomplete now, too visible, too simple. Once you've seen what exists behind the curtain, you can't unsee it. So you stay, not entirely by choice, not entirely by force, but because there's no clear path out. You were never meant to walk away. The screens still glow in that same windowless room, orders flowing silently through invisible channels. The market opens tomorrow like nothing happened. Prices move, headlines follow, and the world reacts to outcomes it never truly sees. A new intern walks in, curious and unaware, sitting down at a terminal as their first hidden trade executes. For a brief moment, they hesitate, sensing something missing, something unseen. But they ignore it, just like you did. And no one ever sees them.